Okay, YouTube. On this one, I'm going to be doing a breakdown of the difference between a Dell, I believe it's a notebook, Dell notebook. I don't know what it is. It was something that was refurbished. I picked it up, and I don't know what it is. It's a Dell notebook, anyways. And this one here is a Dell. I believe it's an Inspiron, I think. So what? Yeah, Inspiron, Dell Inspiron. This is a laptop. It's got a i3. It's got an i3 processor in it, so that will not go for gold recovery. i3s and up, I will actually attempt to sell them on eBay because there's a lot more money, and I can use that money and buy other gold. So we'll do the notebook first. Get you angled down here so you don't fall over, hopefully. Oops. There we go. So I've already pulled some stuff off. These seem to be a pain in the butt to get to anything. But if I have to rip and tear, I have to rip and tear. It's no big deal. I believe I've gotten out all the screws, but it still don't want to go nowhere. So let's see if there's anything under the feet. No, nothing under the feet. Under that one anyways. Nothing under that foot. So see, this had a space for a hard drive in it, but when I opened it up, there was no hard drive. But this is my mother's old computer, so I know she didn't take the hard drive out. So I don't know what's up with that, and it worked, so I'm guessing it's a notebook. I don't know. But I can't find any more screws to pull off. Maybe there's some screws up underneath here. Maybe. I don't know. Either way, we'll get it. We'll just do this. Maybe not. Feels like there's a screw there. But, well. I wonder if there's a screw hidden up underneath here somewhere. Doesn't seem to be. No, no hidden screw there. No hidden screw in there. Right. See, there's something holding it right there, so I'm wondering if the top of it, I don't know. You know what? Just like this. There's something right there holding it. So let's see if we can pry it apart. See, right there? Maybe you can see, maybe you can't. See if we can't. Well, ripped the motherboard, but there we go. We got something going on here. Maybe it was a screw. See, that's one good thing about scrapping. You don't really need to be too gentle with it. Alrighty. that out. Now, I do know that Board Sort, even though I don't sell to them, I have checked them out. They actually buy screens as long as they're not broken and it still has the wire attached to it. They actually buy screens. I think I want to say 50 cents a pound, but I'm not sure. I know that's what they pay for batteries. But if you want to sell to Board Sort, then go ahead and do that. It probably is a light, so it probably take quite a few of them. But it may be worth it to me. I like the, you know, there's a little gold bar in there, or a fingerboard. And I like that. However, I haven't really found a place to get rid of the screens yet. So it may be worth it to me for that little bit of loss of gold that will be in here to send them to Board Sort. That way there, I don't have to deal with disposing of the screens. So that's where I'm at. So I've been collecting a few, but we'll see where it goes from there. I don't know how to get... Looks like everything is just like pressed on or something. There's no screw in there. I don't know what to think here. Oh, look, there's a screw. Right there. Put that in my handy dandy screw bucket. And there should be another one over here, I would think. Nope, there's another one here though. Right there. I know you guys wanna, or you might wanna, maybe you don't wanna. I don't know. If you want to see these up close, then I'll try to do the best I can. There we go. Now, I'll actually set this aside, and I don't know if I'm going to send it off to Board Sort or not. I know people say I should send my other stuff to Board Sort, but I don't want to. I'm a gold hobbyist, so I want everything I can get for gold. And there's a piece of wire. I'm going to set everything aside. Plastic I already know about. Let's get into this. I'm not going to sit here and clean everything right up. I'm just going to pull out the components of what I can and show you. Like right here, right underneath here is the thing, the mouse pad. And we'll pull those out, those screws. Piece of metal. And then, see this one, looks like there's a little, probably it, you just push up on the plastic pad. Pull that out, then you got this, looks like that. Peel the plastic off in it. You got a little board there. It's got an IC chip on that side. That's about it, but if you take this right here and pull the top of that mouse pad off, which isn't exactly the easiest, is a board, which doesn't seem to be showing me too much of anything. A lot of times, yeah, see this one here is all copper plated on the back, so maybe it's just a copper plated one. But a lot of times, yeah, I'm not going to be able to see it on this. All I can see is copper. Some copper in there. A lot of times these will have some heavy gold plating, but I'll still save it out because there's an IC chip on it. Oh. Tear off this piece of metal. Piece of wire there. A little piece of wire there. And the rest of this is just metal and scrap plastic. Here, underneath the keyboard, see if we can peel that up. Well, I'm used to seeing some sort of mylar, but I don't see one in this. Strange, must be inside the black, which we can't see. So this part right here, you can see has silver plating on it. I'm sure that can be used like a mylar. There don't seem to be anything there. It's just nothing, I guess. Cat's going crazy. And then on this one, there must be some. Okay, there's a screw there. Must be some more. There's a screw there. If I can get it out. Alrighty. Get this off. There's a couple screws here holding this piece in. Well, I guess that one's just a piece of plastic. There's a screw here though. Holding that in. Then we got one more thing there, which has a screw holding it on this end, which I believe was just part of the board anyways, and when I tore it apart, it broke it. And a little piece of wire. Little board, which kind of cool. It's almost like a little teeny tiny memory card. Maine-iac. I can't see what it says on that side, but then we got a little piece of that. Looks like we might have some sort of, yeah, we got a memory card, which is a 2 GB, so not much there. Got this little thing, which will have, let's see if I can get it so you can see up in there. No, I guess you can't. Up in there is some gold plated. It's not heavy gold plated, but hey, it's gold plated. Here we got non-gold plated ribbon wire. Take this off. Here we got just a little fan, and I'm assuming that right there is the heat sink, but a little fan. If I hadn't broke it, maybe it would have sold on eBay. I doubt it, but that's junk now because I broke it. So yeah, a little piece of what may be aluminum. I'll check that out before I throw it away. And the processor is just a silicon top chip. Not much in there. There is nice. I don't even know if there's going to be gold plating under the battery or not. Yep, there is some little teeny tiny gold tips on those. Some gold plating in there. This is copper plated. All these things right here, those are all gold plated. Some IC chips, some small MLCCs. That's where the battery went into. That's gold plated. Like I said, some very small MLCCs scattered throughout. On the back side, some very, very tiny ICs. and a bunch of small MLCs scattered throughout. And then of course I broke it right here trying to get it apart. So that's basically it for that one. Oh, no, there was one more thing. It was a little, it's got some gold plating on it. And the wire has a little bit of gold plating on it too. I don't know if you can see that. Alright, now we'll get down to the Dell. I did already take out the memory, the RAM. It had a 4 gigabyte and a 2 gigabyte. So that's what was on that. Now let's see if I missed any screws on this end. Okay, none in there. None in there. None in there. And none in here. I did pre-take out a bunch of screws. So hopefully seems like every computer I come across comes apart differently too. Some of them you have to take the top off. Some of them you got to pull the bottom off. Let's see, this one the top appears to be coming off first. So let's continue to follow that path and see if it's gonna go the whole way. No. So let's see if the bottom will come off. The answer is no. Nothing wants to come apart. Isn't. Oh. Oh well, that worked, right? Alright, let's undo the screen, because if I do decide to send it to board sort, they want the wires intact. If I remember reading correctly. Alright, what do we got here? Well, see, this one had, see, I can see it already. This one had screws up underneath here somewhere. It's got a screw attaching it. Where? I don't know. Alright, that goes up underneath. Well, oh, that, well, there's one. No, that's not it. Alright. Screwdriver's too big. Take the screw out here. We'll find some more screws somewhere. Take off the heat sink. Now, some wires. Okay, there's a heat sink. And you fell down and went boom. Because my cat decided to be a beast. Yeah, let's see if I can get you situated back where he was now. Probably not. Is that close to where he was? Close enough, I think. Alright, where was I? this stuff off. See? Right there. Yeah, you gotta pull that whole keyboard off, I guess. Yeah, keyboard. Now we got some screws that we can get to. Get that apart. One here. Now I got it all tippy. Gotta hold the back side of it now because I broke it. There we go. I'm missing one. Missed one right here. Yeah. Set this aside for a moment. Oh, let me tip you down a little bit more. There we go. Now I can keep it in front of me. All we need is up in here. All right. Oh, yeah, there's one screw here. And that thing. That's your button. There may be some silver contacts behind it. We'll check it out in a bit. This one, how are you held in there? This one. Held in there by little rivets. I don't see any screws, so I have to try it up, I guess, and pry it off. Yes, this is probably harder than it should be, but there we go. Now this is just metal and plastic, which I'll tear apart later. No point in you seeing me do that. Now here is this thing. You can see the back side of it has got gold plating, very, very light gold plating. I think they call it enig. And it has one of those little blobs on it. And then the front side, ta-da! That's disappointing, actually. Let's see here. Pull this plastic off and see what we get. some reason it's like dual layered. See, there's like 2 layers right there, which I don't get. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Maybe. Wow, that thing is really stuck on there. That's just plastic. Now in there, you can see there's some little dots of gold plating. And probably if I scratch it without going down too deep, I'll get that, what do they call it, green stuff, whatever it is anyways, off. And plus the sticky, there's a bunch of stickiness in there. Solder mask, that's what it's called. Let me try something. That's digging down to the copper. Oh well, there's a little bit of gold on there anyways. I have actually seen these where it's all gold plated and it's like honeycombed through the gold, but the gold really stands out. Alright. Now I can undo that. Wires, and there's just a speaker. All right, here we have supposed to be an i3 chip. I'm gonna be careful taking these out. You don't want to ruin them. There we go. Little, supposed to be an i3 chip processor. It's got the gold fingers. Intel C08 i3 370M. So there you have it. It's an i3. So that will probably sell, I think they're selling for 15-20 bucks on eBay, which is a lot more than the probably 15-20 cents worth of gold that's on it, maybe. Even though I want gold recovery, that is just too much for me to, pass up. Then the rest of it, what are we looking at? 29 minutes. Oh, we got some gold plated there. That's just copper. Those things, I don't know what they are. Good thing for my micro scrap, I guess. There's a bunch of, all the pins are gold plated. There's some MLCCs, one little IC chip. The other side has got the other stuff. It's got a silicon top chip. It's got some a little bit larger MLCCs. They're not too much larger, but a little bit. Gold wire. And some scattered small IC chips and MLCCs scattered throughout. And here, got the hard drive. There's the thing that holds it in. The hard drive is a 500 gig. So I don't sell these, I tear them apart. gold fingers and stuff. But this one, I'm going to see if my son wants. He needs a new hard drive. So maybe he wants that one. Maybe he don't. You know, he probably wants a 1 terabyte, which I rarely ever come across. So, okay, back to this. Screw there. Here a screw, there a screw, everywhere a screw. Screw here. Oops, you can't see me. Tip it upside down then. Screw. That screw? No, that's just a piece of plastic. There's a screw right there. Those pieces of plastic that pop up have like little X's in it, so it makes it hard to see them sometimes. And it still's not popping up. Oh, there it goes. Ah, this one here had 2 screws in it. Okay, now those wires actually have fully gold-plated ends on them, but it's wires to this, so we can't tear them off until I figure out what I'm doing with them. Then we got this board in here, which is a screw right there. Is that a screw? No, see, that's a piece of that plastic. It's got a little X on it, so I don't know. Got this little card here. It's got a screw in it. Which, I don't know what those are, but hey, it's a little... Oh, it says it's a LAN card. W-L-A-N. But it's got some gold fingers on it. Some gold plating up there. There's probably some IC chips and stuff underneath that. Oh, look at that. More plastic. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And some stuff falling on the floor. My wife's gone to work today, so I just got to get it picked up before she gets home. And that's just plastic. And this one just pops right out. And the rest is just plastic. There's a little card over here. That wouldn't have been good to throw that out, Errol. That is for the SD drive, I'm assuming. That's kind of cool. It's got a little plug to keep in it. Huh. Now the rest of it is just plastic and metal. All right. Now, let's see what we got. Out of the Dell laptop Inspiron, we got the screen. And we got this card. I don't know what it is. A little bit of gold up in there. Some up in there. I guess it's a USB card. And for your phone line. And then we got what you would call the motherboard, which I already explained that stuff out to you. We got the mouse plate. That's what I'll call it, mouse plate. We got this, which may or may not contain silver. I don't think so. It's just got one of those little, maybe that's silver plated. It's not quite as shiny as the regular ones like in a cell phone tab that pushes the buttons and stuff. It's not quite as shiny as that. It's a little bit duller. So maybe, just maybe, it is silver plated. but I don't know. I'll have to research it. And we got the fan. Then we got some copper, some cast aluminum, some really thin aluminum here. We got this SD card reader. We got this little doohickey, which, let's pull the top off that so we can see what's inside. And what we got in there is, I can see an IC chip, got 1, 2, 3 small IC chips, and then over there you got a little teeny tiny crystal oscillator with a gold band on it. And those little things right there that stick up, those are gold plated too. Then we got this, which is the phone line hub, USB port, whatever, not much on that. And we got that thing out of it, which connected the hard drive, which will probably have some gold plated pins in that. And of course we got the i3 CPU. And then out of the, and some odds and end wires, little wires, but then out of the we got the screen, we got the mouse board, which I just only got one IC chip on this one. I think it's all just copper plated. We got the silver Mylar thingy, which I'm saving them now, so I'll save them up to see what they do. Got the motherboard, which is just got the silicon top chip, a few odds and ends on it, 2 GB RAM stick, another one of those cards, which will probably be the same as the other. It'll have a you know, a couple small IC chips and probably one of those crystal oscillators, USB card thingy, some that wire, and one little more thingy here that's got some gold plating on it. So, oh, and of course out of the Dell we got the hard drive and the DVD drive too. And there are so many screws usually in these things that I mean, because if you pop everything off, this thing right here, that metal is aluminum, but sometimes they're just so covered in screws that it just is not worth it. I would throw it into dirty aluminum, but I do know that sometimes they also have, like this has got, well, you will come up there, I think. Alright, it's got some silver Mylar stuff. There may be a silver Mylar down up underneath that thing. Yep, there is. Look at that. If I want to make a mess, there's a Mylar in there that's got silver on it. They say it takes like 40 to 50 of them to make a gram of silver. A gram of silver is only worth 50 cents maybe, if you saved up enough of them, I guess. But how much is it going to cost you in nitric acid to do it? Because you need nitric acid to or as far as I know, you need nitric acid, is the only way that I have heard of to recoup the silver from this. So I don't know if it's going to be worth it or not. So for now, I don't know. I may pull that apart, but probably not. So there you have it. That's the difference of what's in a Dell Inspiron and a Dell notebook. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to know what I'm up to. I try to upload a video every 3 to 5 days. Hope to see you soon. Have a good day.